Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is a weird one. Welcome to Scottish Couple in Spain. My name is Barry. Karen's sitting through in the living room. Yes, this is the office. My desk is here. Karen's desk is over there. And it's also the recording studio for other channels that I run. And it's also where I do some editing. But there is breaking news in Spain this evening. Well, today it's breaking news in Spain that will affect people from the UK that want to move to Spain. So I'll read some of the headlines first of all. Obviously, Spain is to end the golden visas, granting residency to investors who spend over £500,000 on housing. Now, a lot of people that wanted to retire to Spain from the UK could do so by investing €500,000 into a property, and that would get them the visa into Spain after the UK left the EU. Now, is this a good thing or not? I have been looking at some things on LinkedIn and I've been asking a couple of people. We'll probably get a message back tomorrow, today when this video is actually out. So I might do another couple of videos about the fact that Spain is to get rid of the golden visa. But this article goes on and says the Spanish government will study a report from the Housing Ministry on Tuesday to revoke the popular known as the Golden Visa for those foreigners who invest in the housing market. Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez announced the measure on Monday during a press conference in the southern city of Sevilla. The Golden Visa in Spain have been in place since 2013 to allow any investor who spends over €500,000 or more on the housing market to obtain Spanish residency. The legislation was approved by the People's Party government over 10 years ago, and over 10,000 people have benefited from the Golden Visa. So this is a bit different from the non-lucrative visa. With the non-lucrative visa, you can't actually work here in Spain. But with the golden visa, you could. We will start the process to withdraw the legislation that allows for some people to get residency whether you invest over £500,000 in property. We will take the necessary steps to guarantee that the housing is right and not for a speculative business, said Sanchez. In other words, he doesn't want the Spanish housing market to turn into the similar thing that's going on in the UK housing market. And let's face it, the UK housing market, when I was in my early 20s, I could buy my old council house then for around about £38,000. And then that sold for about 90,000, and it's now probably worth around about 130 or 140. In Spain, they don't want that to happen because there is still a bit of a low wage divide in parts of the country, and lots of parts of the country there's a lot of people on a low wage, and they want to keep the property prices as affordable as possible. Now, the way that Spain is going, there is a lot of investment from out with Spain and northern European countries, Ireland, Romania, and lots of other countries around about Europe. But this is to allow people from the UK. This will allow make it easier from people out with the EU. So is it a good thing for the UK? What I did do is I went on to the good old Google and I asked the question, is Spain's golden visa a good thing? And is it a good thing? Because it's not something that we really looked at. I mean, we knew that when we were moving to Spain, we could do it, and we could do it with very little money compared to the golden visa before Brexit. And that's why we moved before Brexit, so that we had that opportunity to be able to retire here in Spain. And some of the questions are, what does the Spanish golden visa allow you to do? The holders of the golden visa in Spain have a Spanish residency permit. This means that they, along with their close relatives, have the legal right to work and live in Spain without Spanish territory. This giving you access to the full benefits and rights, permission to live in Spain. Well, if you had moved before Brexit, you would have had that anyway. But after Brexit, it was one of the things that came about, which is unfortunate for a lot of people, because not everybody wants to sink £500,000 into a property here in Spain, although you could buy several properties. And the way that the government is looking at it is people were doing that, were buying 2 or 3 properties, and they were using them as a business opportunity, and they were renting the properties out. And what it's doing is pushing rents up. Let's not lie about it. I mean, we've seen in Torrevieja alone that, I mean, even our old apartment in Torrevieja, I mean, that was once up for rent for 700, and as soon as we moved out, they put it up for rent for 900. and it's not worth it. If you ask me, it's definitely not worth €900 a month. Not a chance. Not a chance, having lived in it for 2 years. Anyway, the prices of property in the likes of Torrevieja and around the city, around a lot of cities around Spain, are going through the roof. And it's basically Spain trying to get a hold of that. So tell me in the comments if you've been looking at the visas. The breaking news is, the headlines all over: other countries scrap golden visas program for wealthy. Spain government to scrap golden visa. Spain to scrap golden visa for foreign property investors. Reuters, they're saying that Spain to scrap golden visas for foreign real estate investors. It's not just people that want to invest in property, though, is it? It's people that want to come here and live in Spain and retire in Spain, and it makes it a little bit easier. So will this make it easier for you to retire in Spain? Will it make it easier for you to move to Spain after Brexit? Well, that's one of the things that we'll need to keep an eye out on the channel for the next couple of weeks. We don't usually do Spain news stories. We leave that to other channels. And ones that have done it for a long, long time. But I thought it was a type of video that I needed to get out really quick, because Pedro Sánchez said that the golden visa model is not what the country needs. The golden visa program, which grants residency to foreigners, will make large investment in real estates, is to be wound down, says the Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez on a Monday. So it's a little bit different, this video. I hope you've liked it. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you... it's a bit strange, isn't it, seeing this type of video on this channel? But it is a breaking news story here in Spain today, and I hope that people that are looking to try and move, because I'm getting a lot of messages of people that are still wanting to move from the UK to Spain for various reasons, and people want to come and work in Spain. So hopefully this will make it a little bit easier, and I'm sure as more news and more information comes out about it, the golden visa in Spain, hopefully we'll be able to give you that information. If not, we'll be able to point you in the... We might actually try and interview someone that knows a lot about this kind of stuff. Leave that with me, and then that's what we'll do. We'll try and get a video up with somebody that knows a lot about this kind of thing and that does it for their business. And on that note, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit strange. Hasta luego.